My name is Travis Gardner. As a public representative of United Airlines, I wish to make a statement to you, everybody involved, and everybody who's seen the videos that have been released via YouTube and other social media about the incident that took place on Flight 3411. Um, to our understanding and through research that we have done, we found that 4 of our employees were needing transportation from Chicago's O'Hare International Airport to Kentucky that night for work the next day, and they had been upgraded to priority travelers. The problem with this is that the flight had already sold out. Our employees at the gate had offered compensation in a later flight um, for basically 4 seats to get these employees to where they needed to be. 2 people volunteered without any problem and took the compensation in the flight the next day. Dr. Dow and his wife had offered originally, and when they found out that the flight wasn't until the next day, there was business conflicts, and we weren't understanding enough about that. We took his offering as concrete and that we were going to enforce it, and so we put the O'Hare Police Department in a bad situation. The things that transpired on that plane were awful. They're all in video, so I don't need to recap what happened. We want to express our deepest concern for Dr. Dow and what he went through, and we want to reassure everybody that cash compensation has been offered and accepted by most of these, and that we are working very closely with Dr. Dow and his attorney to make compensations for what happened. We hold ourselves responsible for this and the escalation of this situation that should have never escalated the way it did. Um, Basically, we are going to try and be more understanding. This is an employee-based company that thrives on its customers. We depend on you for what we need to do, and we have lost sight of the customer service experience that we want to provide. We don't want to be bludgeoning people or getting people injured on our flights. We want them to get off the plane and think, "Wow, that was a good experience. I'm glad I chose them." And some of the newly implemented standard procedures that we have put in place include a 60-minute rule. Any employees that are needing transfer via airplane for their next work assignment are going to have to be checked in 60 minutes before the plane takes off. They will no longer be priority passengers. Whatever we have to do to figure out how to get our own employees to where they're going to work is our business, and it shouldn't interfere with customers. We are grateful for the handling of this tough situation by the O'Hare Police Department. We recognize that we put them in a bad situation. We ask that you would express your concern towards them and how they handled it, but be understanding because of the people that put them in that situation are right here. We also wish all the families involved in the delays and all that stuff that we could compensate them in any way possible. So we are going to be offering a review site. Basically, we're going to have links on every one of our airplanes, every flight, all the time available, and the internet on board will be able to be used for that review so that you can tell us how our customer service is. Up until this point, it had kind of been an afterthought, something that we did just because other companies did it, and we've decided to put it into the forefront. And so we're going to offer compensation in the form of on-flight amenities, meals, in-flight videos, all that stuff, as compensation for filling out the review. We want to know how we're doing. We want to know how our customer service is, how our employees are acting on their airplanes. We want them to be able to be held accountable by us so that we can offer the best service that we can. Basically, we wish to take responsibility for this. We are regretful for what happened, and we wish that we could go back and change things, but obviously we can't. This one's on us, and we want to make things right, and we're going to be offering customer service evaluation and other things of that nature to help us do that. We've hired some more customer service-based training deals to offer to our employees. It's not going to be a typical customer service training meeting you find somewhere in other customer service-based industries. We're going to take top-of-the-line customer service people who have rated in the top percentage of customer service abilities in the nation, and we're going to take insights from them and offer their services on board. The captain, airplane pilots, they're all going to be customer service trained, and that is where we're going to attack this situation. If everybody on board from the top down is customer service related and that is seen as a priority, then we will be able to offer the service that we want to, and situations like what transpired on April 9th will not happen. Those of you who have followed this situation know that our CEO, Oscar Munoz, came out and released a statement that was not correct days after the occurrence. He had not received all of the information, and though he's not here, he wishes to express his deepest apologies as well. Originally, he stood by what happened on the airplane, and upon further investigation and talking to those with more knowledge on what actually transpired, he was able to draw different conclusions, that it was our fault for escalating the situation and that we should be held accountable for that, as we have been able to hold ourselves accountable. Please, in your future dealings with United, we ask that you would be upfront with us about our customer service, that you would offer advice on how we can improve that situation. And that is all that we have to say about the situation. Thanks.